Hello and welcome to the Miami Dolphins franchise here on Madden NFL 21. We're going to jump right into it and take a look at some of our key players going into this season. We have Byron Jones, who came over from the Cowboys, our number one cornerback with 92 speed, 94 acceleration, 90 zone, 84 man coverage. Should hopefully be a lockdown corner. Devontae Parker, our number one wide receiver, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, route running in the 80s. Should be good for our number one wide receiver, a big target for our starting quarterback. We have Kyle Van Noy that came over from the Patriots. A little bit on the coverage side is going to be weak, but he makes up for that with play recognition, awareness, and pursuit. So he should be on plays, especially running plays. Actually has decent speed and decent acceleration as well. Mike Gesicki, tight end out of Penn State, going to be our number one option in the tight end game. 83 speed, 86 catching that we're going to try to feature as much as we can. He should be a mismatched nightmare for linebackers on opposing defenses. But he's going to come up big this year. Xavier Howard, our second cornerback. We have a great duo of cornerbacks here. 91 speed, 92 acceleration. He has 81 zone and 77 man coverage. That's very good for a second cornerback. Probably the number one second cornerback in the league. So we should be pretty good on the outside. Maybe we can lock up people. We have Matt Breida coming over from San Francisco. Speed back, 95 speed, 93 acceleration. That's some elite speed right there. His juke move is 87 as well. So we're really going to feature him out of the backfield in the passing game as well as the running game. He will be our number one running back, and we should have him for a good while into the future. We have Christian Wilkins out of Clemson, our right in our 3-4 base scheme. He has 86 strength and 84 tackles, so he should be a force in the passing game as well as the rushing game defensively. 82 acceleration should help him put some pressure on opposing quarterbacks, so he should be a force. We have Emmanuel Ogbah at the other defensive end with 87 acceleration, 83 speed, so he would be our pass rush specialist coming around the edge. Should give quarterbacks a nightmare coming around. We have Jordan Howard, came over from Philadelphia. He's our power back with 94 carrying. His speed is okay, 88 speed, 87 acceleration, but he has good trucking at 85 and 82 break tackle. So he will be our power back coming in on short yardage situations. Shaq Lawson, coming over from the Buffalo Bills, has 85 tackle, 87 acceleration. Zone coverage is 48, so he's going to be a struggle to deal with in a passing game. So we'll have to look to get him in certain key packages and get someone else in there that can cover in certain situations, especially when we switch to nickel. We have Jerome Baker, which I think is our overall best linebacker on the team. He's been with the Dolphins for a few years. Has that great speed and acceleration that's going to get him to the play as quick as possible. Then we're going with our rookie quarterback out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa. Good short passing game, good medium passing game, good deep passing game. The Southpaw should do some good things here, being mentored by Fitzpatrick, which he will move to the bench, but should be a good mentoring ship. Preston Williams, our other wide receiver, another tall wide receiver, big wide receiver, good speed, good acceleration. We need to work on his route running, but we're going to get that up there. It's a young core on the offensive side, so we should be good there. We're going to be coming live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. We're taking on the Atlanta Falcons here in the first preseason game. We're on the road. What we're going to do here is basically just show highlights from the preseason. We have all the preseason games in this video. We're just going to show highlights from them. See if the Dolphins can get on track with what they want to establish. And I think what they do want to establish is establish the run to help out Tua. Hopefully the makeshift offensive line can hold up. Obviously, this is a rebuilding year still. We started to rebuild last year with Coach Brian Flores. We're moving into the second year of this rebuild, so there's still puzzle pieces that are missing. But, they're going to do their best this season and see what they can do. And then in the draft, we have some pretty good draft spots coming up. 2 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders. So we're going to see if we can fill any holes with the draft. And we have some money still left for free agency. So on the way, Sanders kicks it deep into the end zone. You have the Falcons coming off an okay season last year. They still have their veteran quarterback, Matt Ryan, out of Boston College. He is still probably a top, I'd say, 7-8 quarterback in the league. They have Julio Jones on the outside. They have Calvin Ridley on the outside. So got some speed with Ridley. You got some speed and power and hands with Jones. You know, that's a tough 1-2 combo to stop here. We have the Dolphins here with Gurley going up the middle. Face mask on Shaq Lawson. So we're going to add 15 yards to that play for the Falcons. Again, we're just showing highlights. See what these Dolphins could do. They go ahead. The Falcons spread out the Dolphins. That's good coverage by our linebacker. And these are our inactive players out for the season. 2 wide receivers, and Albert Wilson and Alan Hearns, and a linebacker in Van Ginkel out of Wisconsin, only in his second year. Julio Jones catches the ball on the sideline. That's a big catch there for about 20 yards. Matt Ryan spreads us out with these crossing routes. Hits Julio Jones again for another 20 yards. Down to the Dolphins 11. The Falcons have an excellent passing game. I mean, again, I can't stress it enough, these 2 wide receivers that they've brought in. Julio Jones across the middle again for a gain of 7. Second down and 3 from our 4-yard line. They hand it off. Touchdown for Todd Gurley. Reunited back here in Georgia. Came back from the Rams. He's looking to reinvigorate his career here in Atlanta. And he probably will. This is his hometown area. So Falcons will go up 7-zip. Kickoff to Grant. Catches at the 3-yard line. Runs it up the middle to the 27-yard line. Dolphins going to come out here again with Tua Tagovailoa, who won the starting job in training camp. It was a close battle, but when you have a rookie starter here that has a hidden dev and he needs to get some training, get some reps and stuff, you might as well go with the youngster. They were very close in training camp, so you might as well go with the youngster. Let's see what the Dolphins do in their first possession here in preseason. Throws a quick crossing route to Preston Williams for a gain of 9 yards. Not bad on the first play. They was I formation, handed off to the new acquisition out of San Francisco, Matt Breida, for a gain of 1. They're going to go I formation again. Tua tries to draw him off sides. Atlanta sends a blitz up the middle. Dolphins still pick up the first down with Matt Breida. Dolphins going to run a stretch play to the outside. Matt Breida tackled here. The Dolphins really need some consistency from this offensive line if they're to get anything established. That's where wins come from. They come from the trenches, offensive line and defensive line. And we know the Dolphins' offensive line has been weak for several years now, as well as the quarterback position, but it has been very weak. So they're going to look to build that offensive lineup. Hand off to Matt Breida, runs up the middle to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Dolphins. That was a great run. That shows the speed that Matt Breida is going to bring to that backfield. He has elite speed, and that was right up the middle. So that offensive line provided what the Dolphins needed on that possession there. Opened a hole. All right, we're back to the Falcons here. Matt Ryan hits Julio Jones down the middle of the field. Julio Jones, touchdown Falcons. I mean, the defense has to account for Julio Jones. If you're going to cover one person, you're going to cover Julio Jones. That's somebody you're not going to leave open. But Falcons capitalize on miscommunication in defensive backfield. We'll get back to the Dolphins' possession. We see here incompletion from Tua to Isaiah Ford. A little swing pass to Matt Breida. Picks up 15. Again, shows his speed. I mean, you can't teach speed. That's something you're kind of born with. And Tua, showing his accuracy, hits Bowden on an end cut about 15 yards down the field. Play action pass from Tua, and he gets sacked. Sacked by Means from the Falcons. We're in the second quarter here with 7:40 left. Normally the starters probably only play a quarter, but we kept Tua in a little bit longer, get him some more reps. Eric Flowers with an injury. Hopefully that's not going to be too bad because they can't lose anyone on the offensive line as bad as it is right now. Touchdown for Ito Smith out of the backfield for Matt Ryan. Falcons go up 21-7. Tua again hitting these crossing routes. Bowden coming across, 10-yard gain. These crossing routes might become a staple of the Dolphins. 4th and 1, they go for it. First down to tight end Sheehan. Tua drops back to pass. Has some time. Throws the ball on a deep out to Isaiah Ford. First down is a flag on the play. Let's see what this flag is. Roughing the passer. We have to see if Tua can take these hits because he hasn't been getting hit in practice. So we wonder if he can take these hits and get up and keep playing. So far, so good. He, got that penalty and he's still going. Jordan Howard, run up the gut from shotgun. 5-yard run, touchdown. Matt Ryan drops back to pass. Decent coverage. And Perry picks the ball off. Probably our 4th or 5th string cornerback. These are the number 2s playing defense right now. That's a big catch. And I said Matt Ryan. Excuse me. That was not Matt Ryan. That was the other Matt, who I'm forgetting his name at the moment. That's Jordan Howard. 10-yard run around the edge. Very good run by Jordan Howard. So not just displaying his power. He's showing some speed to the edge as well. Tua needs to work on his accuracy at times. That was a nice comeback pattern. It was open, so he should hit that. Touchdown to Stoker for the Falcons. So they're up 28-21 here in the third quarter. We see Ryan Fitzpatrick in the game. Nice in cut to Bowden, about 15 yards down the field. Bowden came the all-does-everything player from Kentucky. Dolphins picked him up in a trade. They're going to look to see what he can do. He can play all the positions. We have a personal pass interference on safety from the Dolphins, number 42. Don't know how to say that name. I'll work on that for Jadilum. Let's go with that for Jadilum. Once again, another touchdown pass to Stoker, tight end. Dolphins need linebackers to be able to cover those tight ends. I mean, you're not going to win games if you can't cover tight ends. They will eat you up all day long. Dolphins bring this game back within 8. 2 minutes left to go in the game. And 35-27. Seems to be the game is over right now. They couldn't convert on that possession. Atlanta comes out here with a victory, 42-34. For a first preseason game, that's a lot of points for the defense to give up. You give up 267 yards passing. You give up over 100 yards rushing. You don't want to give up over 100 yards rushing. And when you have Matt Schaub and Matt Ryan only missed 2 passes between the both of them, the defense needs to step up. They need to play a lot better in pass coverage, and it also starts up front. You have to put pressure on the quarterback. If you let him have all day back there, it's NFL pro quarterbacks. They're going to pick you apart. And that's what we see here with the combined 2 incompletions between the Atlanta Falcons quarterbacks. Tua goes 9 of 16 for 56 yards. A lot of short passes. I think they wanted the ball out of his hands, so he didn't take many hits, especially in his first real action in almost a year, coming off that hip injury. But he looked pretty good for a rookie. I don't believe there was any interceptions, so that's what you want to see, protecting the ball. You want your quarterback to protect the ball. So that's pretty good coming out of him out of that first preseason game, and we see some stats from the rest of the team. Dolphins gave up 4 sacks. I mean, that offensive line, once again, needs to be coached up. I mean, that's who you have right now. So we can bring some reinforcements here. That offensive line needs to be coached up. Here we see Brian Flores here in the office. We're going to do a little upgrade to Jordan Howard, our power back. And we're probably going to go with power back upgrade. We need to get that skill going more since we have the speed already with Matt Breida. We need the power with Jordan Howard. So we're going to upgrade that. He gets +1 to ball carrier vision, +3 to break tackle. And he is a star dev, so he should develop pretty quickly, hopefully, here. I think we're going to go into the next preseason game. We're going to go take on the Eagles in Hard Rock Stadium. Should be a good matchup. Eagles coming in with Carson Wentz as their quarterback and Ertz as their tight end. They also have Alshon Jeffrey out at wide receiver. Deshaun Jackson with all of that speed at wide receiver. Again, you can't teach that speed. So if you can get speed, you go get speed. Let's talk here about the weekly training. So see what you guys think on this in the comments. I'm doing the weekly training right now. I believe the computer may only get bronze in their weekly training. So I'm doing the weekly training. I only got silvers in those, which I didn't show, but I only got silvers in those. Should I continue to do the weekly training, or should I leave it to the computer? Go ahead and get bronze for the weekly training. All right, so we got the Dolphins taking on the Eagles here from a rainy Hard Rock Stadium in South Florida. What a beautiful venue. When they put the money in to renovate this stadium, it was well worth it. You see the rain here. The players are getting wet, but the fans in the stands will not get wet. Most of them will not get wet. All right, Carson Wentz starts off with the ball over the middle to, I believe, Alshon Jeffrey for a first down. The Eagles have some stars. They have a couple linemen that are very good. We've spoken about Carson Wentz already. We've spoken about Ertz as the tight end, who has a beautiful wife, by the way. They are very good on offense. Deshaun Jackson with all of that speed, it's going to be tough to deal with. Tua with the ball on offense for the Dolphins. First possession, throws an interception. That's something you just can't do. He didn't do it in the first game. You got to stay away from it. You cannot have turnovers. You have to protect the ball. That's something Coach Flores teaches and preaches, protecting the ball. But that was a good read by the defense. Basically, the defender ran the receiver's route. You get Carson Wentz drop it back, throwing it to Ertz for the first down. Across the middle. Carson Wentz drops back again. Throws it short across the middle. Another first down, 5 for 5. We're sensing a pattern here early in the preseason is that we can't get any incompletions from the quarterback, the opposing quarterback. 6 for 6 completion to Alshon Jeffrey, 2nd and 1. Let's see with the empty in the backfield. That's very interesting down here at the 5-yard line. Empty in the backfield. Is it going to be a quarterback draw? Nope. Short pass across the middle to Ertz for the touchdown. 7 of 7, 100% completion for Carson Wentz. Dolphins start the ball at their 21. Some pressure on Tua, and he throws the ball out of bounds. Got to shore up that offensive line. And it's a draft class here showing Tua as a number 5 pick in the first round. They did pick up a couple of offensive linemen in the draft. Rookie offensive linemen, it's going to take a little while for them to get their feet under them, feet wet. They got to build that strength still. Even coming from college, you still have to work on that strength in the trenches. So they have to build that up. They have to get used to the system, the offensive system, and they also need to get used to each other. You got to build that team chemistry across the offensive line so you can work as one. We got Carson Wentz taking a short drop back, touchdown to Alshon Jeffrey across the middle. Touchdown Eagles. They're moving out to a big lead here. Going to be up 14-0. First touchdown of the preseason for Alshon Jeffrey. Tua drops back, throws another interception. Unacceptable. Across the middle, another interception. Didn't seem to be much pressure on him, but he still threw that interception across the middle. Eagles work with a short field here. Crossing route, slant pattern. Carson Wentz rolls out and finds Deshaun Jackson in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. 21-0 Eagles. Dolphins at home. Tua, play action pass, throws it short to Cox, fullback out of the backfield. Decent play. I think that's what they need to work on. Keep with the short game, little play action. Get this running game going. Nice run by Brady. That's running game's going to be the quarterback's best friend right there. So that was a nice play right there. They drop it back for the I formation. Crossing pattern to Parker. We haven't seen Parker get into the action too much this preseason. I think they're saving him a little bit because he has been injury prone in previous seasons. So he had a good season last year, stayed healthy, but a couple of seasons before that he was getting injured. So they're probably limiting his touches and his catches in the preseason here to get going. You have Tua dropping back on 2nd and 11, pressure up the middle, sacked. So, it's not good to take sacks. Offensive line needs to do their job, but you didn't turn the ball over, and that's key. 3rd and 19 here. They're trying to set up the screen to Breda. Good catch, makes a move, only gains about 10 yards, so still have to punt, but not too bad of a possession. So we're going to move on to the second quarter here of Carson Wentz throwing it short to Ertz. Crossing pattern. Crossing pattern is the theme of this game. 15-yard gain. Good defensive play from Hill, linebacker for the Dolphins, to read that screenplay and get on it. You have Carson Wentz dropping back, being chased out of the pocket. Clock getting sacked by Shaq Lawson. Tua, back to pass. Short pass to Shaheen, tied in. Gain of 10, first down. Tua back to pass. Looking like he's favoring his left side passing, but I guess, when you're left-handed quarterback, that's probably what you expect, especially from a rookie. Tua drops back to pass, gets hit. Lucky that wasn't an interception. Probably should have been. Definitely should have been. Tua puts Breda in motion. Empties out the backfield. Tua drops back, hits Breda on a pass out to the flat over the defender's head. Breda, with that speed, takes off down the sideline. Again, that speed, you just can't teach it. And when you get Breda in the open field, it's going to be tough to bring him down. He's going to pretty much outrun anyone you put on him. And that was a great scheme right there. A little rub with the wide receiver, rubbing the defender off. No interference or anything. Tua with a great look and a great pass over the shoulder. We're going to halftime with the Eagles up 21-7. Dolphins start with Ryan Fitzpatrick in the third quarter. Throws an interception. Number 21 on the Eagles. That's his second interception of the game. 36-yard return for the touchdown. Eagles are blowing the Dolphins out here in the second half, 28-7. Eagles shift around. They have Jalen Hurts, rookie, is in the game now at quarterback. He throws a bomb down the middle. First down, Eagles at Dolphins 14-yard line. Jalen Hurts hands off, touchdown right up the middle. That defensive line of Dolphins, I know this is the second string, but you still have to stop plays. So we see the Dolphins had 301 yards passing on this game, but they couldn't get the rushing game going at all, 49 yards. And I think a lot of those passing yards came against the backups, second string. So, but you have what you have there. Dolphins drop another preseason game, go 0-2 in the preseason. We're upgrading center Michael Dieter back up. Little disappointed in him. He was drafted 2 years ago in the first or second round for the Dolphins, and he has not shown much progress. He has been passed up. All right, we're going back with quarterback mentorship from Ryan Fitzpatrick. This is when you lean on your veteran quarterbacks. So he's saying Tua looked pretty rough this week. He hasn't adjusted to the speed of the game. Do you think there's anything he can do to help? And we say mentor starting quarterback. That should be what we want to do. So he needs to work on his balance and footwork. And what do we want to mentor? We're going to go with throw under pressure. Because when he gets that pressure, and that pressure's going to come, he needs to be able to throw under that pressure. Because until that offensive line gets shored up, either through coaching or through players that are better, he's going to be under some pressure back there. And just being a rookie in itself, he's going to be under pressure. All right, we're going to this third preseason game. The playbooks that I'm using, I was experimenting with a couple of different playbooks. I think we're going to go back to the Dolphins playbook. We like what they have in there, so we're going to go back to the Dolphins playbook. We're going to face the Lions here from Hard Rock Stadium. Coach Flores pumped up, even throwing the clipboard early, trying to get this team pumped up, get them rallied here to go in this third preseason game. This is the one you're going to see the starters play the longest in. That's typically how it works, and the Dolphins going to keep Tua in for a while so he can get some reps and get going here. But we start off with Matt Stafford, quarterback of the Lions, coming out. Matt Stafford's had an up-and-down career. He's thrown for a lot of yards, but he's also thrown a lot of interceptions. His teams when they make it to the playoffs, they don't get out of the first round. So, the Lions have a lot of work on their side as well to do. But, they do have an established quarterback that's been in the league for a while. So, Lions have the ball here, 2nd and 2. No one's open, good coverage, good pressure right there, and forces Stafford to throw an incompletion. They run the ball up the middle, first down for the Lions. Adrian Peterson. Matt Stafford drops back to pass. Good coverage initially, no pressure. Touchdown down the sideline. I didn't know Swift had it like that, but I guess so. Swift out of the backfield. So, touchdown for the Lions. They go up 7-0. That's another theme here, is that the Dolphins are getting behind, putting pressure on their young quarterback. to throw the ball, and you really need to lean on this rushing game. Lions come with a blitz. It's picked up well by the offensive line. Shaheen for a gain of 15 across the middle. Lions come with another blitz. Hit Parker on the slant. Another first down. We have 2nd and 9 here. Tua drops back. Almost throws an interception. You got to see that middle linebacker. Middle linebacker just robbing the middle of the field. Dolphins try to set up a screen pass to Breda. That's going to be another key play in the arsenal of the Dolphins. They're going to have to, that screen game, the screen pass, the screen game is going to be crucial. 4th and 5, Dolphins go for it. I mean, no need in punting. And they get the first down. Preston Williams on a crossing pattern. Matt Breda on the stretch pattern. Stretch play, makes a nice move to get down to the 4-yard line. Let's see what the Dolphins have. They are in a tight formation. They have their short yardage. Back in the game, touchdown Dolphins formation. Nice answer to what the Lions did on their first drive. Dolphins come back. Jordan, short yardage, running back, punches it into the end zone for a tight I formation for the Dolphins. And that's what you're going to need. You're going to need to help out this offensive line with a tough running back and with some tough tight ends putting some blocks in. Dolphins have the ball in the second quarter. Tua incompletion, under pressure again. Lions send another blitz. No one picks up the edge rusher. Another sack from the Dolphins. We hit the Dolphins here under the 2-minute warning here. See what they have in 2-minute offense. See what Tua can do in 2-minute offense. It's Preston Williams for a gain of 15 across the middle. Angle route to Breda out of the backfield. That is a great play. That speed, one-on-one with the linebacker, that's going to be tough for the linebacker to cover. Tua a little late on the comeback route to Devontae Parker. Under pressure again, but he hits Grant on the sidelines. That was a great throw to the left side. Sets up Dolphins for a field goal, put points on the board. You have Sanders, puts it through the upright. Dolphins going to the halftime down 3. Not a bad half. Dolphins start out with the ball. Tua is still in the game. Throws it to Mike Gesicki. Starters are still in the game. First down. So 2nd and 10. They try to go deep. Almost another interception. You got to give these wide receivers a chance. If you're going to go deep, give them a chance to make a play. You have big guys on the edge. You have to give them a chance to make a play. Throws it across the middle to Grant with all of that speed. Pitch to Breda. Good blocking out front. He has 5 rushes on the day for 29 yards. Another one for Breda to the right side. They like these outside zone runs. Seems to be working for the Dolphins. Wildcat lined up with Breda. Fakes the handoff to Jordan Howard. Picks up 18. That's a great play right there. And Tua completes the drive with a touchdown to Mike Gesicki. Now that's the offense that you want to see. You mix in some zone runs. You mix in some wildcat. You mix in some play action. And then some passes to the tight end. Dolphins on defense pick up a big sack. Big sack. With Noah and Godshaw combining on the tackle. Dolphins only trailing by 4. Play action pass to Williams across the middle for a gain of 15. Tua is 14 for 22. That's a good completion percentage for a rookie. He drops back to pass again, squeezes one into Parker. That is the throw that you want to see him make into these tight windows in the NFL. These windows are a lot tighter in the NFL than they are in college. And that is the type of throw an NFL quarterback makes. Pitch out to Breda. Splits 2 defenders. Touchdown for the Dolphins. And that's a drive that you want to see. Coming out in the third quarter, you want to see the Dolphins put together plays that are going to lead to touchdowns. Dolphins up 24-13. Matt Stafford has all day. No one's open. Shaq Lawson with the sack. That's a great coverage sack. So the Dolphins secondary seems to be stepping up in this game. Tua has the ball back. Pass across middle. Mike Gesicki. First down. Flag on the play, though. So let's see what this flag is. Roughing the passer. And Tua gets up again. So he's taking these hits, and we're not seeing any ill effects with that hip injury that he's had. He is finding his blanket. This is his blanket. This is who he feels comfortable going to. seems to be Gesicki. And then he doesn't go to Gesicki, goes to Grant, a shorter wide receiver in the corner end zone, interception. So we in that game. Dolphins lose 30-27, but what you saw from the starters is what you hope to see for the rest of the season. I mean, the starters were winning 24-13. So it was the backups that gave that up. We have some upgrades here. Tua's going to get an upgrade, which is key. Already in preseason, get an upgrade. Looks like we're going to probably go with Field General to hopefully get some of his accuracy up. He gets +2 to deep accuracy, +1 to medium accuracy. And that's, your quarterback has to be accurate. So you get those accuracies up. That's what you're looking for. And we get Byron Jones with an upgrade, our superstar cornerback, #1 cornerback. We're going to go with zone. Get his zone up. I mean, we like to play a lot of zone, +1 to zone coverage there, +3 to tackling. We like to play a lot of zone. We may switch when we get some cornerbacks a little bit better. We may switch to man. You'll get more interceptions probably out of man defense, but we're going to go with zone here. All right, we're going to the live 4th preseason game from New Orleans. Drew Brees. Dolphins see another great quarterback in Drew Brees. And this is probably who Tua's game should be modeled after a little bit. Short in stature, but he's able to be very effective. Brees is very effective. You have Kamara out of the backfield for the Saints. I mean, they are an offensive juggernaut. Great offensive lineman. You have a great wide receiver. You have Kamara out of the backfield. You have that backup quarterback that comes in, can play every position, wide receiver. I mean, what can't he do? Wish I knew his name. Can't remember at the moment. But we're going to go with Matt Breda out of the backfield after the Dolphins hold the Saints on their first drive. Again, running the outside zone stretch play. And I think that's going to be a staple of his offense as well as the crossing patterns. Stretches it to the outside again after Gesicki goes in motion. Makes a key block. 3rd and 4 for the Dolphins. Brings Parker in motion. Short crossing route, which you need to hit, but he was under pressure. Inaccurate pass. They're going to go for it on 4th and 4. It's preseason. Why not? Let's see what you can do. Another short crossing pattern to Grant. He uses his speed to get around the end. You have Tua with play action. Has all day to throw. Throws an interception. Didn't see the defender just standing there. Tua stared down his first read and didn't see that defender. Throws an interception, which you can't do. Gives it a short field to Drew Brees. When you give them a short field, they're going to capitalize on it. Touchdown to Sanders. The Saints are up 7-0. You have to avoid these turnovers, but the Dolphins are going to show some confidence in Tua and spreading it out so he can pass the ball again. Throws it to Grant for a gain of 12. And that was it for the starters. So we bring in Fitzpatrick, bringing the backup, bringing Gaskin. Gaskin in real life's having a great season, so he's going to get some touches here. You have Jordan Howard showing that outside zone run stretch play. Picks up 8. 2nd and 2. Jordan Howard at the middle. Cuts it back to the right. First down. That's a gain of about 14 yards. He has 2 rushes for 22 yards. Not bad. Dolphins get held to a field goal attempt, 4th and 8. Puts it through the upright. You can rely on their kicker. They have a great kicker. That's a weapon to have there. But we end this one after those short highlights there. 24-10, Saints win. So the Dolphins go 0 for 4 in preseason. Is that a sign of what's to come in the regular season? You hope the Dolphins can put together some offensive performances. You hope that they can rally around this rookie. That's where this team is going to do well. You have to rally around this rookie and get this team playing well on offense. With the struggles they've had the last several years, you're going to have to put something together in this rebuilding time. So we look at some stats from the preseason. Tua went 35 for 62, 56% completion. You hope to get that completion percentage up. He had 4 interceptions. You obviously want to get that down. And he had 2 touchdowns, 454 yards. Fitzpatrick did not do any better. He did worse, except for less interceptions. But we're going to go with Tua. Tua is going to be the guy to play. and you're going to have to just give him help. You know, the wide receivers are going to have to step up. The running backs are going to have to step up. The offensive line is going to have to step up. And you have Matt Breida, who can run this ball. 24 carries, 160 yards, 67 yards, average 7 yards a carry. Now, again, that's preseason. It's hard to imagine he's going to average 7 yards a carry, but he might. And if he does that, you're going to lean on that running game because you need to run this ball to help out your quarterback. Now, with our receivers, we didn't get our starting wide receivers involved too much, and definitely not involved downfield. I mean, Parker only had 3 catches the whole preseason, which we were limiting him. But Preston Williams only had 7 catches. So our starting wide receivers are going to need to do a little bit better. We're going to have to scheme them open a little bit better in the scheme that we want. Gesicki only had 6 catches for 82 yards, but he had a touchdown. You know, so they didn't play as much as they probably should have. But you hope to get some more production on the outside, especially if you get this running game going. You get the running game going. You get the play action pass going. Then you can start hitting these wide receivers on the outside as well. We have our offensive line. Everyone was giving up sacks. I mean, Flowers did not give up a sack, but everyone else gave up sacks, and that's something you can't have. Whether that's holding the ball too long from Tua, but you are going to the short passing game, so you're gonna have to make that work. On the defensive side of the ball, we had 3 sacks from McGuavin, 2 from your starting defensive tackle Godshaw. You had Gruger Hill get a sack and a half. So, you know, you're getting some production there. You're going to have to get some more production from there, and you're going to need some more interceptions. Your middle linebacker and your backup cornerback got you 2 interceptions. So, you need your starting cornerbacks, your starters to get some interceptions. That's going to come when you get some pressure on the quarterback. So, we hope to get that pressure on the quarterback starting with that defensive line. But that's pretty much it. What we have. Please like and subscribe. Hope to get these videos out twice a week is the goal. Definitely once a week, but we're going to try to get these out twice a week. And welcome to the Dolphins franchise. We're going to have fun this season. We're going to get it in, and we're going to do well. So please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Have a good day.